The legend of Beowulf begins in the mythical land of Denmark, circa roughly around the year 500-ish, probably. The ruler of the Danes then was Hrothgar, son of Halfdane, son of Beo, son of Shield Chiefing. Yes, all of this will be on the test. Hrothgar was a really popular king, and he built a mead hall called Heorot for him and all his Thane homies to hang out in. And each evening, they would throw an absolute rager. They partied so hardly, in fact, that far off in a dank swamp, a creature called Grendel was roused by all the racket. So, after Hrothgar and his Thanes laid down to rest one night, Grendel crept inside the hall. He killed 30 of the men in their sleep, then made off into the night, taking their savaged corpses with him. Geez, most neighbors would just complain to the HOA. From then on, Grendel would return to Heorot each night, forcing the Danes to seek shelter elsewhere. Some of Hrothgar's bravest warriors tried to vanquish the monster, but each and every one of them were outmatched by Grendel's superior strength. Also, his immunity to weapon damage, which honestly is a completely broken ability that never should have got past QA. At a loss for other solutions, the Danes then sought out divine intervention, but not even their heathen gods could rescue them. Hey, has anyone tried praying to that hip new god from down south? Jeshuis or something? Maybe he could help us. That guy nailed to a plank. What's he gonna do, T-pose on Grendel? Nice one, man. Yeah, what a loser. Don't worry, kiddo, they'll like you soon enough. And so Grendel's tyranny went unchallenged for 12 whole years. But eventually, tales of him reached a faraway country called Geatland, known to some as South Sweden. And from that land, a new hero arrived to challenge the monster. Halt! Who goes there? Sup, Chief? I'm Beowulf, son of Ecgtheow, brother-in-law to Hygelac, king of the Geats. Yes, this'll be on the test. I heard you folks have been having a monster problem, so I thought I'd stop by and see what I can do about it. My word, I've never seen a man of such apparent strength and character. Yeah, I get that a lot. Make haste, fine warriors, to King Hrothgar. I shall secure your safe passage. Tight, let's get rolling, boys. And so Beowulf and his companions made their way to Hrothgar's court. Oh, hey, Beowulf, your dad and I used to be real tight. Last time I saw you, you were just a little kiddo, but now I hear you want to help us get rid of Grendel? Yeah, I think I can take the guy 1v1. But I hear he fights with just his bare hands wearing no armor, so it would only be honorable of me to face my opponent on equal terms.
Yeah!
Well, you seem quite sure of yourself, but I can't imagine what inspires such confidence. Aren't you the Beowulf who lost in a swimming match against your friend Brecca the Bronding?
Whoa, somebody's had a bit too much to drink, eh, Unverth? It's true, Brecca and I did challenge each other to a swimming match when we were kids. We set out together, swimming in full battle gear, of course, and we stayed neck and neck for 5 days until being separated by a storm. Then my progress was rudely interrupted by a sea monster who dragged me to the bottom of the ocean and ganged up on me with his buddies. I was pretty beat after slaying all 9 of them, so I passed out and woke up 2 days later on a beach in Finland. I gotta say, Unverth, I haven't heard of you doing anything quite so badass, much less killing Grendel, obviously. Have you been too busy killing your brothers instead? So, with Hrothgar's blessing, Beowulf and the other Geats laid down for bed inside Heorot. And as night fell, Grendel entered the hall, ready to spill blood. Little does Grendel know he's walking right into my trap. Once he tries to lay a hand on me, I'll give the brute more than he bargained. Oh, God, he's eating Hanzio. Okay, well, that wasn't part of the plan, but we can roll with it. Look at me, I'm asleep and vulnerable. I wouldn't want Grendel to come and eat me like what happened to my friend Hanzio just now. That sure would suck.
Little does that sleeping guy know, I'm gonna do the exact thing he just said. I might have ignored him if he didn't acknowledge how vulnerable and averse to being eaten he is. What an idiot.
Nani?
I meant to think of a clever one-liner to say before ripping your arm off, but I forgot, so I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, Beowulf! That's how we do it in Geatland!
Woo! It's too bad about Hanzio, though.
Yeah, that was sad.
His wife will be bummed. Once the news of Beowulf's victory got around, Hrothgar threw him a huge party and showered the hero in gifts. Beowulf, my boy, from now on, you're gonna be like a son to me. If there's anything in the world you want that's mine to grant, it'll be yours, kiddo. My, that's very generous of you, honey. I'm sure he'll appreciate all your gifts when he takes them back home to Geatland. And I bet he'll always be a loyal ally to you and our sons, who you intend to make the heirs to your kingdom, correct? Oh yeah, we have sons. I keep forgetting that. Are they gonna be on the test? Hey everyone, the bard's about to play a depressing song about our ancestors killing each other. Ah, shit. Now it's getting lit in here. And for the first time in 12 years, it remained lit inside Heorot well into the night. But little did the warriors know, they would soon have to face an even greater enemy than Grendel. Welcome home, son. Did you have fun killing Danes this evening?
I must seek vengeance.
Once everyone was asleep inside Heorot, Grendel's mother came inside and snatched up one of the Danes. All of the warriors woke up then and sprung into action, but the terrible ogress fled back to her lair, carrying away her victim as well as Grendel's severed arm. Oh no! She took Ashura, my best friend and most trusted advisor. When will we wake from this wretched nightmare? Wakey wakey, bitches! I went and got us another keg. Who's ready for round 2? Jeez, who died in here? Once Beowulf was informed of Grendel's mother, he donned full battle gear and pledged once again to rescue Heorot from torment. Before departing with a band of warriors, however, Unverth approached him and presented his ancestral blade, Hrunting, an ancient sword which had never once failed its wielder in battle. Aw, thanks man, this is a really kind gesture. I'm sorry I called you a pathetic, insecure, kinslaying coward. I don't think you originally worded it that way, but I appreciate you being so gracious. And with that, Beowulf and his party rode off, tracking Grendel's mother through the wilderness and into her monster-infested domain. Oh, hey look, there's Ashura! I'm so relieved he's okay, assuming this isn't just a macabre perspective gag. Damn it. Don't worry, Hrothgar, it looks like we've made it to the entrance of her lair. We'll be getting our revenge soon enough. How deep does that lake even go? Only one way to find out. If I don't make it, tell everyone how badass my death was. Oh, and give Unverth his sword back. He might be a chicken shit beta male, but he's a pretty alright guy too. Wait, if you die down there, how are we supposed to get... Oh. How long should we wait? Why the hell didn't you just take the elevator? Well, you put the welcome mat in front of the lake! Whatever, prepare to taste vengeance. Well, that's the first time I've failed to penetrate. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, hey, Grendel. You wouldn't happen to know where I can find a convenient Deus Ex Machina around here? Alright, thanks. Yoink. Hey, get your hands off that. It's an heirloom. The only heirloom here is, you're about to be, Look, I'm about to cut your head off, but I can't quite think of a way to tie that into what you just said, so... Man, this fight was rough. I'm glad the boys weren't here to see me drop the ball with the one-liner again. At least they'll be impressed by this kick-ass giant sword. Alright. Beowulf then returned to the surface, where only his fellow Geats remained waiting for him, the rest of the party having left him for dead. Hey! Oh yeah! We knew you could do it, B! Thanks, fellas. Hey, did you know there was an elevator right there? Shh! Then the Geats returned to Heorot, to the shock and delight of the Danes. And with all their enemies vanquished, the warriors partied like never before. So I grabbed the sword and she was like, "Get your hands off that, it's an heirloom." Ooh, did you hit back with something cool like, "Your head will be an heirloom after I lop it off"? Ooh. Dude, that's good. Yeah, of course I did.
Damn it!
I gotta say, Beowulf, killing one giant ogre was impressive enough, but two? My boy, you have outdone yourself. Hell yeah, I have, and I found this cool sword in the process, which for the record used to be a lot bigger and heavier, so it's impressive I was able to use it. You don't say. You know, looking at this shattered relic of bygone eras, I can't help but realize the futility in only pursuing one's personal glory. In the end, even the greatest of men are still mere mortals, and no amount of fame and wealth can change that simple fact. Perhaps what truly matters in life is being kind to the people around you, so they may hold you in their hearts long after you've... Beowulf, where'd you go?
Cake stand, cake stand, cake stand, cake stand.
Oh my god, he's the coolest person I've ever
cake
seen!
stand.
Then Beowulf finally returned home to Geatland, where he met with his own king, Hygelac, to recount his adventures, and to deliver the metric crap ton of riches the Danes gifted him. Beowulf's renown grew to such an extent that when Hygelac and his son tragically died in battle, there was no question over who would succeed them to rule the Geats. And so King Beowulf reigned for 50 prosperous years. But even with the twilight of his life upon him, fate still had one last challenge in store for the hero. Inside an ancient grave mound slept a fearsome dragon, jealously guarding its hoard of riches. One day, a runaway slave found his way inside the barrow through a secret passage, and he took from the hoard a golden chalice, hoping the gift would appease his master. The dragon soon woke to find that a piece of its treasure was stolen, and it burst forth from its lair, raining fire over the land and scorching the people and their homes indiscriminately. And during this rampage, Beowulf's own royal hall was burned down to ash. My lord, it appears we have a dragon laying waste to our country. Huh? Ah, it appears so, Wiglaf, my thane. Go get my battle gear. I'll take care of this situation. Forgive me, but perhaps we should send a younger warrior? Ha! You're talking to the mofo who saved Heorot from a murderous ogre twice. I think I'm still spry enough to take on one giant fire-breathing reptile. But enough chit-chat. Let's make haste to battle. And so Beowulf and his party of thanes arrived at the dragon's barrow, led by the poor slave whose theft from the hoard started this whole mess. What's our plan of attack, my lord? Your plan is to sit back and enjoy the show. This will be the grand finale of my heroic saga, and if I don't make it out of here, I'm gonna need someone to tell the story. What? But that's a terrible— Great plan, my king! Glory or death, for you specifically and not us. We're cool over here. Ugh. And that's my cue. I hope you've had your fun ravaging my country, because those days are over. Uh-oh. Oh no! Come, my brothers at arms, we must band together to defend our... Alright, f*** you guys too, I guess. I could do this all day. Ow! Cheap shot, I wasn't ready. No! Quickly, my king, strike its soft underbelly. Hell yeah, that counts as a one-hit kill. My lord, you've sustained a lethal blow. I guess that dragon was really cut. I sure cut him down to... My lord, you've never been good at one-liners, but that does not make you less of a badass in my eyes. Thank you, Wiglaf. I needed to hear that. Before I die, there's one thing you can do for me so that I can pass on peacefully. Yes, should I go find your friends and family so you can say your goodbyes? No. I was just hoping you would go into that barrow and show me what kind of cool treasure the dragon had. Oh, okay. And so Wiglaf went into the grave mound and brought back as much of the dragon's hoard as he could carry. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Tell them all I said something cool when I killed the dragon. Blah, I'm dead now. And then, mournfully, Wiglaf met with the other thanes who had fled from the battle. What happened up there? Beowulf died, thanks to you all being cowards who couldn't even muster the courage to defend your own king. But he slayed the dragon, and right before he stabbed it in its heart, he said, sorry to cut in like this. Wow. Badass. That's a really good one. The Geats burned their king's body on a funeral pyre, and with his remains, they buried the riches of the dragon's hoard, where it would remain hidden for all time. And never again would there be a king of equal renown to Beowulf. Where am I? Is this Valhalla? Even better, this is the one true god's heavenly kingdom. It's kinda like Valhalla, except instead of everyone killing each other each day, we mostly just chill. And you didn't have to die in battle to get here, though I'll admit that dragon fight was rad. Oh, neat. I always had an unexplained intuition that this was how things worked, and that's why I gave you a pass for being a dirty pagan. I guess Hrothgar's drunken moralizing was right on point in the end. Despite all my epic deeds of badassery, it was my virtue and kindness to others that mattered most. Sure, that's a defensible take on the poem's core message. Good job, Beowulf. Hey, aren't you that plank god? Ugh.